Welcome everyone to our Nets team, our post-game video. This is definitely different this year, and hopefully I'm able to express things that we've seen as coaches in the game, our excitement, and I even maybe at the end of this video I'll probably have some stuff for us to work on for the next game, because we don't have a whole lot of time. We have 25 minutes of time to squeeze things in before we have to play our next game. So I'm gonna maybe have some extra things for you to watch after our stars ceremony and game talk from this last game to maybe set us up for what to work on and watch and learn before our next game. Benjamin, at this game we actually kind of last second threw you in saying, we need you to play point guard because we're down one player that would normally kind of play in that positions, and you were excited to do it and you stepped right in just like we needed you to. And with that, you faced some tough defense from the other team, getting across half court, and they were facing you right up. But you did what you had to. You handled it, and you moved the ball around, got our players in play, and you even got some shots off, and it did what we needed you to do as a point guard, and you handled it without, I don't think, showing that it was a problem for you, and I'm very happy about that, and your excitement of that position too, I really enjoy. So with that, we're going to give you the offensive award today, and with the offensive award, like I said, it involves helping your team out, doing stuff that we need to advance the game on the offensive level, and you did what you had to. Thank you. Next on the list is Daniel. Daniel, we had you playing down in the post position, and with that, you're always against dealing with the taller guys, the ones pushing for rebounds and getting the second shots, and you held your own, and that was really good to see, because I haven't seen you actually in gameplay, and you did pretty good with all that. And you had the rebound, you had steal, you had the hustle, and with all that, we're actually going to give you the defensive award for this week's game. I just want you to continue to do like you did last game. Just don't be afraid to get in there, work hard to get the ball, and whether people are taller than you or not, just keep working to get that rebound and then getting that shot back up. If they keep shooting, they'll eventually go in. So I appreciate your effort on the defense, and that's what you get the award for this week. Next, we have Eli. Eli, when you're out there, one of the things you do is you really help your team. You're helping run the plays, you're helping set screens, you're doing things, like I said, like release on fast breaks or looking up for teammates. Those are kind of things that, again, we just need out on the court, and you bring it. And because the fact that you're doing the things we ask and helping run the plays and those type of things and help assist, then with that, we're going to give you the Sportsmanship Award for this week. Thank you, Eli. Next, we have my boy, Ethan. So Ethan, when you're out there, I was really noticing how hard you're playing. You're working for those rebounds. I know some players are taller than you, but you're still fighting out there for them. If you can get your hand on the ball, like we said, if it's in front of you, you're trying to grab it, and that's what you do. You get jump balls. I think you got a block, and just fighting hard, releasing when you need to. And getting shots off. And I know none of your shots went in this last time, but you worked hard to get those shots, get open for the shots, or you could put yourself in the play for those. And I'm really appreciate that. So with all those things together, that actually gets you the effort award for this week. So because all the effort out there, I know how hard you're playing, and you really listened for me for that, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, Ethan. You get the effort award. Now we have Jimmy. Jimmy, the first year I have you on my team, but I'm really impressed on how you play out there. You're playing really hard. You have a lot of effort. You're not afraid to get in there, and you got knocked down multiple times trying to get the ball, or you had the ball and then you got knocked down, or just a whole bunch of these different things that I didn't know what I was going to get with you out there, and I was really impressed. And you're always working so hard, but you don't let the game get to you. And because of things like I mentioned, where you got knocked down, but then you just got right back up, and there wasn't there wasn't any consequence of being knocked down. You just got up and kept on working hard, and this is that whole perseverance type of thing where you didn't let things bother you, and you just kept on doing what we asked of you. And with that, we're going to actually give you the Christ-like award because of how you handled yourself out there and how you showed the right attitude in basketball and for your team. So it was really great. And I do want to call out, I'm still very impressed. It stuck in my mind when you did a crossover and you beat your player up at the top of the key or behind the 3-point line, and you lost them and you drove toward the basket. You know, my jaw dropped. I was like, man, look at those moves, Jimmy, and I'm very impressed. Just keep it up. This is fun, and I enjoyed having you out there. So you get the Christ-like award. Mason. So Mason, like I mentioned some other players, I wasn't sure what I was going to get. You know, I seen you in practice, but, you know, we haven't had a whole lot going on as far as real in-game activities. And when you got out there in the game, you showed me how hard you can work, and I really like that. You told me how you just wanted to stay out there. Keep me in, coach. I want to keep going. You showed the effort of working hard for those rebounds and getting jump balls and working on those steals like we talked about. And because of all that you did out on the court, working to get that ball, with that, we're actually going to give you the defense award because without you, we wouldn't have, you know, maybe like 6 rebounds out of the game because of how hard you worked to get those. So I really appreciate it. Thanks, Mason, for earning that defense award. And last, we have Wilson. So Wilson, and going into it, you knew you're going to probably be running the point guard position to part of the game, and you know, we didn't know what kind of defense we're going to face, but when you got out there, you handled it. You know, we had to make adjustments, and you found ways to, you know, move the ball around, use your teammates with passing, or even, like, you know, working with them with screens and driving to the basket. You actually pulled off, I think, about 6 points, which is, you know, why we're actually going to give you the offensive award. It's for handling the point guard position and getting your team involved. Some long passes down the court. I just remember you feeding Ethan on a fast break. That was really good to see. I love how that keeping your eyes up situation. That was really good. But even just, you know, getting those baskets we need, I really appreciate it. So you get the offense award for this week. So those are the stars that we have for this week. Cooper, we missed you. Wish you could have been there. Hopefully you're feeling better, then you can join us next week, and because we can use all the different skills out there that we can get, because, you know, we don't know exactly what teams we're going to face when, and this team we played this week, we can beat them. I mean, at halftime we were up 11-10, I believe. We didn't score any other points in the second half, and I couldn't believe that happened because it seemed like we were still getting our shots off and everything. It just weren't going in. So you guys got to just keep on shooting. It's fine. You know, missing shots are fine as long as you make good decisions on when to shoot. And for the most part, we did. We got open, tried to face the basket, and got the shot off. Maybe they fouled us a few times and they didn't call it, but we probably did the exact same thing to them, so that's fine. Get our fast breaks, we tried, and some of them we just couldn't finish. But you know, we'll get the baskets. We just got to keep on shooting, keep on trying hard. And the other team, you know, they just picked up their game. They added, you know, the pressure on the press, which, you know, we'll figure out how to handle that. This problem is you know, the limited amount of practice time, so I'm going to try to maybe handle that through this video, and maybe some stuff I can email you guys. But otherwise, you know, we just need to make a few adjustments, get experience out on the court working as a team, and then I think we'll be fine. And nothing else, hopefully you guys had fun, because I had fun coaching, and honestly, I don't usually notice the score unless somebody tells me to, you know, hey, you know, we gotta slow down because we're up or something like that. Otherwise, I'm just in the game watching you guys have fun out there, helping you do the next thing, and it looks like you guys were having fun, whether we're scoring or not. You're trying hard, and I just really appreciate it, because I think I had a good time. Hopefully you had a good time, and let's just keep that up, keep a positive attitude out there. And some of the things that we're going to need to work on, I'm going to add on to the end of this video. So hopefully you have the time, you can watch them and learn from them, and maybe that can cut down on some of the stuff we have to do at practice, because we only have, let's say, about 25 minutes to to go over things before our next game. And I want to make sure you guys get enough skills shooting and stuff in before the game too, because I want you to grow as individual skills in addition to working as team concepts that maybe I can get through, like plays or how to handle like press and stuff like that. Then maybe we'll do a little bit more through the video, and that would help out. But I'm going to say the coaches and I are very, very happy how things turned out as far as the effort you guys gave out there. And let's just do it again this next week. Hopefully everybody can make it, and then we'll have some fun. So those are things I kind of want to say about we did at the last game. That, you know, I'm very proud of you guys, what you did. But let's now talk about what we need to prepare ourselves for our upcoming games. I don't know who we're playing as far as who's on the team, so I don't know what kind of skill set we're going to see. But I know there's things that we need to work on just from what I saw during this last game. So the next things that I'll be talking to you about are things I think we need to improve on, and then maybe even add a few new things that if you could just help learn a little bit over the video, then I might not have to spend as much time at our practice going over it. So I'll be transitioning in showing you some different clips, and then also giving you some descriptions of what you might want to do on those so that you can understand a little bit more about how we can maybe fix some problems we had.
One of the things I did hear about a lot was us needing to learn how to break the press better. So first thing we're going to do is go over what our press break is. As you can see, we set up 2 people at the free throw line, which is our 1 and 2, with 3 passing it in. Our 4 position and 5 position actually are at half court, so you can make sure there's enough spacing, but are also there to help. At the start of the play, 1 and 2 will be at the free throw line and tell each other which way to split. As soon as they make the split, the number 3 passes the ball into them as soon as they're open, and then number 3 comes in to be part of the play. 4 and 5 continue to keep their spacing down the court if they're not needed, while 1, 2, and 3 uses passes to keep the correct spacing as they work their way down the court. So let's take a look at this with the defense in the play and how they use the trap and how the play is supposed to work to get around the trapping defense. Remember that the pass can be for either 1 or 2, whoever's open, but then after the pass, the person passing the ball, number 3, needs to get open really quickly and hopefully gets the pass from the person before the trap gets there. And then they work their way down the court and looking for either a deep option, or if the deep option's not there, they continue to work it down and either pass amongst players, because passing breaks the press faster than dribbling. And if need be, help your player out by setting a screen to get them open. And then you can get set up and we can work our play. So let's take a look at if you don't run a press break and you just all stand down there trying to get the ball passed in, kind of like what we did during our game, and how that chaos actually can really hurt you. If everyone stands by the person passing the ball in, there's no room to cut and get open, and all just comes really crowded. So if we set up like we're supposed to, there's definitely movement you can do. If you make quick moves, you can pass the ball, get the ball around, and then you can actually look for either your wing guy to go deep, because if everybody's crowded, or if you can't do the deep option, we already went over with some of the quick passes to the person coming in or to the wings, and if you just keep moving the ball, the defense will have to scramble, and it's much easier to get down the court. For when we press the ball, we are going to put number 3 on the inbounds person with 1 and 2 guarding their guards that trying to pass into. We will place our 4-man at midcourt to help trap, and then number 5 will be our safety net under the other team's basket, ready to defend if they get down there. When the other team passes the ball in, the number 3 position will then shift over and provide a trap to the person receiving the ball, and everybody else moves on that side of the court to help fill in the gaps. If the ball goes to a new player, the positions switch back to provide a trap again. And this goes on as far as we can down the court. If the other team goes down the sideline, number 4 is responsible to get to the sideline and block that person from driving down the side. If they get past half court, that's another great place to trap.